trips. And Luigi Mangione back in the news today. His attorneys are seeking a hearing over claims the Manhattan District Attorney's Office improperly obtained medical records. Now, Mangione's attorneys claim Alvin Bragg's office wrongfully obtained the records by compelling Aetna to turn over confidential information, violating health privacy laws. Bragg's office denies the claims, but Mangione's attorneys are once again asking the judge to hold an evidentiary hearing, that's a tough one to say, evidentiary hearing on the matter. And in national news today, TikTok's parent company is facing a fast-approaching deadline next month to sell its stakes in the app before it's banned right here in the U.S. Fox's Marion Rafferty has the very latest right now on the security concerns coming from lawmakers.
The clock may be running out for TikTok's fate in the United States after former President Joe Biden signed a law requiring the app's Chinese-owned parent company to sell its stake or be banned. TikTok eventually wound up going dark for less than 24 hours. But extensions signed by President Donald Trump helped keep TikTok running while a potential sale was organized.
September 17th, these laws come back into effect, and TikTok would theoretically be banned or be forced to be sold to a non-Chinese company.
But with another sale deadline less than a month away, national security experts say many lawmakers on Capitol Hill still have concerns surrounding TikTok's current owner.
That TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, and that TikTok therefore might give private data of users to the Chinese government, and they're required to by Chinese intelligence law.
Experts also cite examples of how people's data was compromised on other social media sites in the past.
You can think about Facebook and the Cambridge Analytica scandal, which showed that Russian disinformation campaigns were using Facebook and user data. So that we have a precedent here for that.
And while elected officials on the app may have more to worry about when it comes to possible surveillance, the White House just started its own TikTok account this week, causing questions to swirl about the app's existence in the future. Meanwhile, more states are taking action against TikTok, with Minnesota lawmakers suing the app this week, alleging its algorithm is designed to prey on young people. Marianne Rafferty, Fox News.
Also today, Reverend Al Sharpton, the president of the National Action Network, and personal injury attorney Ben Crump announcing a lawsuit relating to the deadly Legionnaires outbreak in central Harlem. Crump and the law firm Whites and Luxembourg were retained by construction workers working in Harlem. The lawsuit targets companies overseeing construction at the hospital. Now, the lawyers claim the cooling towers at Harlem Hospital were filled with rainwater after several storms in July. And they say that rainwater was not treated, which allowed the bacteria to spread to the construction workers, leading some of them to get sick.
It was completely preventable. And so when corporations cut corners, tragedies like this happen. Preventable tragedies, unnecessary tragedies.
Now, Fox 5 did reach out to one of the construction companies being sued, but so far we have not heard back. City health officials confirmed Legionnaire's disease was present in 12 cooling towers, which led to at least 5 deaths. Now to the mayor's race today. Eric Adams held a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Earlier today, the incumbent mayor celebrated the opening of his Manhattan campaign headquarters, which is obviously in Harlem. Mayor Adams was joined by various leaders from around the city and former New York Governor David Paterson, who recently endorsed Adams. In the meantime, Democratic candidate Zoran Mamdani rallied today alongside members of the Hotel and Gaming Trades Council. All right, we're going to get back to that weather now. Liv Johnson, we're going to bring you back in for another look at that forecast because the next 2 days look really dicey.
Yes, but then finally some relief by Friday and Saturday. But it is a lot cooler than we usually are this time of year, and we are getting some showers, so not the best weather day. But again, improvement is on the way. 67 degrees for New York City, 68 out on Long Island. We're 64 for East Hampton, and look up in Hartford and Poughkeepsie getting some rainfall right now. Just stuck in the 50s at 59 degrees. And then we have crossed into the 70s for Newark and Belmar, but just barely at at exactly 70 degrees right now. Wind speeds have picked up a bit, 5 to 15 miles per hour, getting that kind of moist easterly wind, and we will see some impacts of Hurricane Erin tomorrow with those wind gusts. So while we're not seeing wind gusts all around the tri-state right now, we are seeing it in Bridgeport and White Plains, and we will see them even probably throughout this afternoon. We might get some gusts, and then tomorrow is going to be a really breezy day. We might even see some stronger wind gusts on Friday as well. In terms of rainfall total, just about 1/4 of an inch in New York City, but a lot more if you're up in Hartford, probably an inch or two, because that's where the system is kind of concentrated right now, and then Hudson Valley about 3/4 of an inch. Lows tonight, 60s and 50s. Highs tomorrow, another cool day, so just 73 for New York, 74 out on Long Island, and low 70s for Hartford and Poughkeepsie. Then finally we warm up by Friday. We're back into the 80s Friday and Saturday, but still windy and still going to have some high surf. And then Sunday we return to more rainfall. But looking forward to Friday and Saturday for sure.
Yeah, me too. Thanks so much, Liv. All right, that's your news block for now. I'm Linda Schmidt. Thanks so much for joining us, and tune into the 5 o'clock news on Fox 5 and right here on Fox Local for all the day's news as it develops, especially with that hurricane moving in. We're going to